What? Oh, wow, that is insane. Holy moly. So in 2018, Apple released the iPhone XS and XS Max, and as they do with every single launch, they paired it with an insanely good wallpaper. And when I first saw this wallpaper, I was completely blown away. I had no idea how they were able to capture this, thought it was something from space, but then over the next 2 years, I just completely forgot about it. That was until I came across this amazing TikTok from Brandino.Wang, who was taking some photos of some bubbles and creating some absolutely insane results that were very similar to the Apple iPhone wallpaper. Now in the TikTok, he doesn't really explain what he's doing. He just kind of like shows a bit of stuff getting poured on the top of a mug, you know, blowing a bubble, shining a light, and then suddenly getting these amazing photos. So I figured I'd try it with just some detergent, try to blow a bubble and take some photos, but did not have any luck at all. I couldn't manage to get just one single bubble. It was just a whole bunch of tiny little bubbles, and they just weren't lasting at all. Like I'd blow it up, get ready to take a photo, and just pop straight away. So I did some research online and found that if you add glucose syrup or corn syrup to the detergent mixture, mix it in, and then blow the bubble, it just adds a bit more strength and allows it to last for a whole lot longer. So this is pretty much the setup. It's pretty basic. You basically just need a light, a camera, and a mug or something to blow the bubble on, and then obviously the bubble ingredients. And you basically just blow the bubble and then just shoot it. I'm going to put something in the background to make it dark. I'll probably just grab this little box over here, and we can black out the background so you can see the detail really good. Now for the bubble mixture, I'm not actually sure how many parts, what we need to do. Like there hasn't been actually much info online. So I'm gonna just do like 1 part detergent to 1 part glucose, add a tiny little bit of water and just stir it up. And I'll just start blowing bubbles and see, we can maybe adjust it from there, but we'll start with that and we'll just see how it looks and how long it holds for. I also had to buy a 50 pack of straws. I just want 1, but I have to buy 50, so. Oh my goodness, open. Here we go. See if we're getting somewhere. Right, so we've got a little paste now. Now let's put a bit of this on top. Oh. Okay, this is not working. Let's try this again. Okay, now first problem is, I don't think this is deep enough. Oh my God. All right, so I changed to a different cup because this one has a deeper kind of like indent in the bottom. The other one was struggling a bit, so let's see if this works. No, I don't want 2. I just want 1 bubble. Oh, that's promising. Oh no, what? So it's actually reflecting all the different little lights off us. All right, so I'm just gonna quickly turn that one off and try this little LED light bar and see if this works a bit better for the reflection. Oh my God, holy moly. Wow, what the hell? I'm gonna go get an actual soft box because this one's a little bit too small. I think the bigger the sauce, the bigger strip you're gonna have in the actual bubbles. This is looking insane. All right, so we've got a much bigger light now, a much bigger light. So let's see if this works better for the reflection. That is so much better. Wow, that is insane. Oh, what? Oh, hit my funny bone. Oh, wow, that is insane. Look at the colors, what the hell? What? You can see when it's about to pop as well because the color starts to like dissipate. After fiddling around a lot and testing out a whole bunch of different mixtures, I found that 2 parts detergent to 1 part corn syrup or glucose syrup seemed to work pretty good. And I found that if you mix the glucose and detergent into like a little bit of a foamy paste first and then add the water and then mix it in, it seems to work a lot better. That is insane. Right, so I'm just trying to move the light around just to see if it changes the way it looks. That is insane. What the fuck? This is actually, wow, that is so like mesmerizing. All right, so basically been doing a whole bunch of testing, trying to figure out what the most optimal setup is to get this. And I figured out that having the light behind angled back seems to be the best kind of light source to get those nice swirly effects. Try to have a dark background, like really, really dark, and don't allow the light to spill onto it because you want that to be like pretty much pitch black. And then basically when you're blowing the bubbles, blow them up and then leave the straw inside and just take your mouth off and just block up the end of the straw. And then basically what it allows you to do is that if it's too small, then you can put a little bit more air and blow it up. If it's too big, you can let a bit of air out. And also if it stops swirling, you can do like a little
like a little blow in the straw, and it'll actually start swirling inside again. So every single time it's different. Like it's not one time has it been the same. There's just all these weird psychedelic colors, and it's so hard to explain what is going on.
Now I did get very close to the iPhone wallpapers, but I did have to throw them into Photoshop to tweak the colors a little bit to get them looking as close as possible to the originals. Now during this shoot and afterwards, I figured out a few things that I would change for next time. Now the first thing I would change is to get an all black mug. And the reason is that you can see in some of these shots that there's a reflection of the bottom writing on the mug, which kind of is a little bit annoying, but it's just something I had to deal with. The other thing is that because the base of the mug is white, it kind of makes the bubbles a little bit more milky rather than having that real dark black look to them. And secondly, I found that if you mix up the glucose and the detergent first, make a little paste, and then add a little bit of water and mix it in, it seems to work a lot better. If the colors on the bubble seem to be falling away really quickly, I found that adding a little bit more water seemed to help with that, but also the way you blow it is very important. So how I was able to get such a different variety of colors and textures in all my shots was that when I was blowing up the bubble, I put the straw in different spots to either swirl around the detergent or to keep it very still. So by putting the straw on one side of the bubble, it makes like a bit of a vortex inside and actually swirls around the detergent and makes some really, really small details. Whereas if you keep the straw in the middle and actually raise it up as you're blowing, it kind of like stops the air from moving around as much, and you get bigger blobs and bigger textures. But just play around with it. As you're blowing out the bubble, just kind of like move the straw around, and you'll see that as you move it into different areas, it'll kind of like swirl it up in different ways and make some different textures. Now by far the coolest shots I got was when there was 2 or 3 bubbles that were kind of like joined together, and you could see kind of all the detergent rolling up like in this shot. The results are just absolutely insane. You can literally see little micro bubbles rolling up the surface of the actual bubble itself. Now if you want to see the full cinematic cut, I'll leave a link up here so you can watch it in full 4K. But honestly, I just still can't believe how much beauty and detail you can get from just a single bubble. If you did enjoy this tutorial, then consider liking and subscribing. And if you try this, then tag me on Instagram at AndrewMurphyWA so I can check out what you guys have been up to. And as always, stay creative and just be you. See ya.